M3 here, supercars personified, with the new BMW i8. So we have Teresa that's with us today, and Teresa is gonna kind of walk me through. Tell me
this is
some of the features of the car. And
absolutely. So it is BMW's first plug-in hybrid for the i brand. So it's the BMW i8, and we are going to be driving using gasoline and electric motors.
Excellent.
Both do work independently, but they work at the same time. So basically you have two different moving parts, one in the front, one in the back, giving you this beautiful electric supercar, hybrid supercar. So when you're ready, you can put your foot on the brake and you're gonna press the start stop button right there. This button is gonna press, which I'm sure you already know, whenever you move it.
Okay,
and you'll be set to go.
So push, and we're in drive.
There you go, you're in
and we're starting in electric mode, I assume. The parking brake is on, so there you go.
Push it. There you go.
The brake is off.
So basically you're in comfort mode right now, so that's going to be all systems on with your e-boost. So you are using the electric and the gasoline as that sort of hybrid technology. You can get 18 to 22 miles pure electric.
Pure electric.
And this is that e-drive button right here.
Okay.
If you wanted to drive in pure electric.
Pure electric is that.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Also in sport mode, which is right here, you can just tap
to
the
over.
left. Your dash will turn red. You get some of those sportier sounds, and also that's going to be using that gasoline to actually add electric miles back to the battery.
I see. Gotcha.
So when you're in sport mode, you might notice that electricity number creeping up a little bit.
Creeping up.
So you can of course plug in, but you can also use that as the charge.
Well, let's do this. Let's start in electric mode for which way am I going?
So just press this button right here. You're taking a right. I'll pop it in
the
navigation for you as well, just so you have the route here to kind of see the navigation working.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Very good. So electric mode. I need to fix my seat here a little bit. Should have found. There you go. And visibility is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
How is it back there, boss?
It's not bad at all.
So this car is not yet available for.
Well, there are some
for European delivery, though.
No, not for European delivery. No, it is available for sale, though.
Yeah.
But no, not European delivery just yet. This or the i3. I think they're going to meet the demand first, and then move on to that, all that kind of stuff.
Wow, this steering is very direct.
Do you feel that real superior BMW handling as well?
It is. One thing, it's a little. Is there? I assume when I go into sport, the steering wheel gets a little bit more weighted because it's a little bit on the lighter side.
Yeah, you can if you want to right now. You just pop that to the left.
So here we go in sport mode. And we hear the gasoline engine come on, and change in. Oh yeah, and yeah, it's not as perhaps as not as tight or heavy as the M5 that I have. Of course. That is just straight. Yep.
That's your real example in suspension. Is M5 for sure.
Now it has paddle shifters, so I can go I could shift independently, right?
This gets a little crowded up here, the low point, but once you're past here, you'll have a little bit of a straightaway. There are some tight curves, and the cops have been sort of warning us, popping in, and
oh geez,
all that fun stuff. So just be warned.
Okay, no problem. We were out on a rally called Fuel Run today. We did it on
That's what he said.
Thursday.
How was that?
It was incredible.
Awesome.
So we did the run from LA to Monterey on Thursday, and then we did a loop around Monterey today, and so that was pretty good. And it's actually interesting. That's an M4 behind us, right? That burnt orange.
Yep.
Oh, this sounds great.
M4. The M4 and the M3 are brand new for this year. The M3 was just redesigned as well, so they kind of came out as a little pair.
Oh, I love the sound. What do you think?
It's really,
how is the sitting? How is the seat back there? Because I look at those seats and I thought they're really tiny.
It is very tiny. It is a 2+2, so I'm pretty close to the dash here, but I'm comfortable. My knees are bent, but and then you're gonna take this right. But there is, there's someone behind you, and he's got, you're okay back there for a short trip, right?
Yeah, I mean, for being a supercar, it's great.
We'll call it spacious.
It is supercar spacious.
All right, so you're just gonna take this right. Yes, exactly.
Oh, I love that back pressure.
Is, that artificial artificial sound is piped in a little bit to even
Yeah.
it out, but you know, it's only a 3-cylinder engine.
But it's still, I mean,
and yeah.
now even from the outside, it's one thing to pipe it in,
Of course.
but from the outside, it also sounds, from the videos that I saw, sound actually pretty good.
And you know what it is that the sound really is just, it's subtle almost.
Yeah.
As loud as it really is subtle. Because,
Yeah.
And it goes with your throttle, and it lowers and raises itself, and so it doesn't, it is artificial, but it's not fake.
It's not,
if that's,
yeah.
you know, makes sense.
Understood.
It really it's a nice engine sound.
Yeah.
It's a really good tone.
It's a good
yes,
sound.
There you go.
This is
That's
very
it.
true.
Exactly.
I like the visibility of this car. I mean,
Nice big windshield.
Yep. And
It's
you don't have a big blind spot. It doesn't
Yep.
seem like it's. Weirdly enough, because you think you have that C pillar in the back there. Actually,
course.
really, it's C pillar in the back, and it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So, if we can do it now when we get back, talk me through a little bit of the setup, the iDrive,
Sure,
and so on.
So this is the new 4.2 navigation system. So you also find it in the i3, in the X5, and then in any 2014 and onward models.
Okay.
So there is a new feature, which is the touch top.
Okay.
So basically, if you're putting an address in, for example, you press your navigation button, you go up to enter address. And normally, as you already know, on a BMW, you would maybe scroll through these numbers with the dial, and you can of course still do that. But now, with this feature, you can draw on the top of it.
Oh.
And it'll actually pick up
Put
the
a
numbers.
number.
And
Nice.
I've done it pretty quickly before.
Yeah.
You could do it like pretty sloppily, and it'll pick up, you know, what you mean to do. So that's, you know, just a great feature that's added onto that as well. Of course, you can pair your phone, so any telephone Bluetooth systems. we're getting applause.
That's awesome.
So any telephone systems you can of course add. So you can have any of your messaging allowed for you. You're going straight. Any BMW apps would of course go through your iDrive as well. Radio, multimedia. So you can attach that to your cell phone as well. And then of course satellite radio is.
So connected drive and all those kinds of things.
That's all about
so other things. What's that? That's the hazard, but what's
that's
that?
the hazards. This is a new button that we actually just introduced in 2013, 2014
Okay.
season. It's called the intelligent safety button.
Okay.
So as you see, it's green here.
Yeah.
If we press it, it's going to bring up those systems that it controls.
Okay.
So for example, frontal collision and pedestrian warning.
Okay.
Right now, the pedestrian warning is now set to off. So you see that it turned orange.
Yes.
So that means that some systems are on, frontal collision, some are off, pedestrian warning. So basically this button allows you and the car to remember some of those systems. Because as you know, as a BMW owner previously, in your iDrive, you always had that option to turn it on and off. But once the car turned off, it all defaulted back.
I see.
So now you have the option to keep all of them on or turn some on, some off. Frontal collision will, of course, always be on.
Me. Cameras. This is much like the M6 that actually reads the signs and sort of tells you what the speed limits are in the region.
Speed limit will always change, so it makes it easier, especially with freeway driving.
Yeah.
You know, those speeds change quick. Or
very quickly.
If you're taking a long trip and you're, you know, state to state, and it's, you know, the rules change, the heads up will let you know.
Excellent.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, this is adaptive cruise control. Usual stuff on the stalk. And what's this button?
That is the button that's going to open the door. So if you press that and push out.
Press and push out.
And push out. Yep. That's how you're going
to. You know, this is one of the best parts. I hate to say it, because you know there's so many things about this car, but when you guys were designing it, actually there was a concept where the doors went conventional again. I'm like, no, they ruined it. So this is just an awesome car. So again, to turn it off is
right there, and you're all set.
Very nice.
And it'll put back in the
storage. So storage here too as well.
Yep, here and here. We put the key there. You don't have to. You can keep it here. You can even keep it in your
pocket. So you have the
exactly. So you can do
USB.
an aux cable, a USB, and then also this can be designed to click into
for your snap-in
personal cell phone.
Your
so cup holders here. Also, what we have inside. I don't know if you saw the Louis Vuitton luggage.
No, we're gonna go in.
Contoured to fit into this vehicle.
Really?
Yes. So they did a Louis Vuitton, being, you know, an innovative progressive brand itself. Wanted, you know, we partnered up with them to do some of that, and you know, the bags fit right in. So did you want to look at the trunk?
Yeah, let's take a look at
the button actually right on the door underneath the windows. If you just press that, it'll pop
Excellent.
open. And then if you lift the center.
Ah, very, very tiny.
Yeah.
But that's because the engine sits right below this,
Exactly.
right?
Did
Okay.
you notice, with it being a supercar, the mirrors,
Yeah.
same shape as the Pagani?
The Wyra, yeah, it's got that. That's a compliment, by the way.
Yeah.
Teardrops indeed.
Actually, fun little raindrop fact.
Yeah.
The entire car is shaped like a raindrop. Is that everything is very on purpose.
Yeah, I like, so I assume even things like these, there's an
Exactly.
airflow. Is that to cool the brakes?
Yes. Cool the brakes, aerodynamics as well.
Very, very nice. I do like this car.
It looks beautiful in white.